Changes.
Changes.
So see if you could find it.
All right. Let's see if we can find changes.
We have a request.
All right. We have a request. Oh, I don't think they want us. We got a little bit of a, somebody's trying to do something nasty to our computers.
Oh, don't tell me what.
Somebody's trying to hack in.
What happened?
Somebody's trying to hack in. I don't know. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, per his request, changes.
And my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets. And every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. The sides, but never leave the stream of warm permanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't tell them to grow up out of it. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Where's your shame you've left us up to our next event? Time may change me. You can't trace time. Strange fascination fascinating me. Our changes are taking the pace I'm going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Oh, look out, you rock and rollers. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Pretty soon now you're gonna get older. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. I said that time may change me, but I can't trace time.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this musical interlude.
Changes.
By our singer-songwriter of the day, David Bowie. Unfortunately, if you haven't heard, passed away from cancer today. And we are paying tribute to him the best way possible, which is to play his music.
We do also what our audience asks for. Somebody wants that song. The other thing I heard today about Trump, and this is from a pretty conservative right-wing guy. He said Trump has a lot of followers who are bigots.
Who are what?
Bigots.
Well, I mean, just look at his rallies. I mean, look at his audience.
No, he said some. He said, and he also this is a pretty conservative guy. He has a lot of really good people just fed up with everything. The Reagan Democrats.
No, you just finished talking about
He
bigots.
says he has bigots, but he also has a very good audience. He also has a very good
Well, you're right.
following.
Yeah, I heard that also over the weekend. They said that he has managed to tap into the disgruntled Reagan Democrats from 1980.
To them, and also quite a few of the Republicans. But he gets Tea Party Republicans. He gets liberal Republicans. Nobody really associates it with any kind of actual.
Well, one of the things he said, I think, yesterday, I don't know if it was to.
I've been off the whole time. So
Yeah, I'm sure they picked it up. It might have been low, but
yeah.
but I remember. I don't know if he said it to Chuck Todd or Jake Tapper, but he was talking about an African American came up to him who has been a Democrat his whole life, and he said the man said that after listening to his speech, he was going to vote for him.
Well, did I tell you what happened? A caller called in from Haiti, and they said there's 1 million Haiti voters in the United States, and they're all pledging to vote for Trump. I don't know why. The reasoning was he was like the head of this big Haitian organization, you know. And I think what happened was Trump may have gone into Haiti and helped them over there or something.
He probably needed cheap labor in his hotels. Although I have to say something.
Mhm.
Somebody sent me something. One of my friends sent me something about Trump because he said, Trump always gets bad press. But there was a time when Trump's limousine broke down on a parkway, the thruway, something like that. And an elderly couple stopped. And, either they went to get help or they drove him and his driver someplace so they could get help for the, the chauffeur, for the limo, and Trump paid off their mortgage. Just like this. That he does do a lot of good things that go unreported.
And he
doesn't talk about it, exactly. He just does it because it's the right thing to do.
But
it's almost like you wonder, will the real Donald Trump please stand up?
Yeah, well, he hasn't yet. That I know.
I didn't know that.
I know he hasn't. I mean, but they're saying, but this guy was calling him. He acts like an idiot. He does all these stupid things. But they also did it. And they said he has the most loyal followers.
Workforce or
loyal followers in voting. And they said if he pulls out, nobody can win without his people switching to the guy.
Well, who do they go to? Do they go to Cruz? Do they go to Rubio?
Whoever,
where would they go?
He said that you don't know, but he said, well, without them, without their vote, he goes, nobody can win.
All I know is I'm going to hang out Trump Tower an awful lot because I want to help him next time he breaks down and remind him that I have a mortgage to pay.
Yeah, right. Okay. How's your wife feeling, by the way? Just
about what? Trump?
No, but in general,
Doesn't want to talk about.
Okay, no, she's okay, right? Good.
Yeah.
All right.
But
is she voting for Trump?
No. My next door neighbor is. He's got a big sign on his lawn. Now, mind you, he put that sign up around Halloween.
Yeah.
And Ellen went over to his wife and said, I know it's Halloween, but is that a Halloween joke? Or no? She says, no. the two of us are really voting for him. When I ride around the neighborhood and I see more and more Trump signs, and I'm saying to myself, "Oh my God, this is Long Island."
You kidding me?
The home of liberalism.
Don't you know there's a new religion called Jews for Trump?
Jews for Trump.
Hey, listen. He's done a lot of good. I'm sure he's done a lot of crazy things. But the women that have worked for him not worked for him now, all have only positive things to him to say about him as a boss. They said
he said he was one of the first, entrepreneurs, one of the first developers to put a woman in charge of a major project as a project manager, on a site. And he's always trumpeting women's abilities from his reality show.
Yeah.
So.
And he says he always pays them equally.
In fact, who is it? Omarosa.
Yeah.
Now she didn't win. I don't think she won. I think she was sort of fired toward the end. But Omarosa is a big supporter of his. Goes back quite a number of seasons. But she's a big supporter of Donald Trump. Hey, look. He certainly knows how
to get people riled up.
To get the people, wind them up and get them interested.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah. The other thing I forgot before they were saying is, right, the Republicans are having a real headache because right now they've got Cruz on top with him.
Oh, the Republicans, the rank and file Republicans hate Cruz.
I know, and they're saying they're looking at as Trump being the
lesser of the two evils.
Yeah, basically.
Well, you know why? Because they say that at least you can deal with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is open for compromise. Ted Cruz is not open to compromise at all. He is a typical Tea Party person who wants it his way or no way at all. I mean, let's face it, Ted Cruz shut the government down once or twice. Now, what did it do for them? It didn't do anything for them. It does the Republican Party no good to do things like that.
Well, everybody talks about the government being shut down. The government was shut down the most during Reagan time. I forget how many times. Government has been shut down like 20 times or 30 times. It's nothing, it's nothing unusual for the government to be shut down.
Well,
they say government shutdown. 60 or 70% of the government never shuts down.
Well, but it is if you're a soldier waiting to get paid, or if you rely heavily on the government for one thing or another. I mean, look, if they close the national parks for a couple of weeks,
Well, first thing, if the government shuts down, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, they all continue.
They all continue, exactly.
The soldiers, I guess, they may. I'm not even sure the soldiers. You say they don't get paid.
I don't know.
I know they say about 70% of the essential services continue. So 70%. They say 60-70% of the government continues operating.
Well, I'd love to stop the government for the Congress from getting paid. All 535 of them,
I don't even think they stopped getting paid.
That's what I'm saying. They should, but they don't.
I'm just saying. So they were saying it's this big cry of shutting down the government. They're not. Only thing is they're shutting down is the non-essential services, which the government considers non-essential, which is very little.
True. I do want to say, ladies and gentlemen, if any of our listeners would like to hear another David Bowie song before we sign off, we have about another 15, 20 minutes. Monday's usually a short show, but